Hello, so my idea for this video is to go through this sketchbook. This is actually my sketchbook from last year. As you can see, I started in November 2024 and finished it in December 2025. So I did finish it a couple months ago, but I haven't had the chance to record it. It's so old that I already have another sketchbook started. I started this pretty much as soon as I finished this one because I already had this sketchbook. And as a little spoiler, I don't really like how this one came out that much in comparison to the first one I started and the third one. But yeah, you will see it at some point. But the main focus is this one, which I don't like that much, but I have to show it. Let's see this guy and see what it has on it. I haven't seen it in a while myself though. Well, as always, I try to put like a very simple cover, and like I put when I started, most specifically I started on the 17th of November of 2024 and ended it in the 21 of December of 2025. And yeah, and I also put like my goals, which are very vague. Like they're not vague, but like I don't really focus that much on them. It's like suggestions more than goals. The most important one is obviously finishing the book for me, but yeah, it's like with all, it's not that important, I hope. But yeah, let's see. So the actual first pages, I think the first month I really didn't do that great stuff, like until like the middle or even the finishing the book, the pages were kind of mid. So I just have very random sketches. I think I was trying to make like a more cartoony style. I really like this sad bow. I think I was going through it in the beginning of this sketchbook. It was like November, December, and I don't really like gold, and it kind of depresses me, so I was like kind of sad, I guess. And then this is my first wash painting in this sketchbook. I got wash like in the end of the 2024 sketchbook, and I did some stuff there and I did some stuff here, but I honestly don't really like wash that much. I got Himi wash, which I saw a lot of people having, and I thought it was going to be more fun than it was, because I kind of like this kind of very opaque mediums, but I discovered I don't really like painting. So in this one I really like the rendering on the skin. I think it's cool, but then the rest is kind of meh, so I don't really use wash that much anymore. I try to because I have the palette of wash, and it's kind of molding away, and I'm like super scared of it, so I try to finish the paint before it molds all my house or something. I don't know how it works. Here, this is pencil, I think. Yeah, it's pencil in another paper I have. I tried to draw Charlotte's, yes, I really like her. And then I think by this moment I started getting into Oasis for some reason. But yeah, I got into them, so I doodled them. And you will see them at some points of the early sketchbook, I think. This, I think one of my friends from university drew another one of our friends. And it was funny because it looked like this one meme of the chat, so I printed that and put it there. And this is when the new album by one of my favorite bands, You Get Out, released, Souvenir Pop. And I remember at that time I wasn't really that into that album. Like it grew on me, but it took like maybe like listening to those songs in like 2 concerts to actually get into the song. So I was like, I did that at your list, and it was like the 4th song I like, and then like the rest. So I was kind of hater, but I do enjoy the album now. So don't, Joker fans, don't kill me. Here, this is my stamp collection, because I started getting a lot of stuff from friends all over the place, like mostly from Europe. So I started like putting these stamps in one place, and I want to like fill it up, even if I'm doing another sketchbook by now. But yeah, I have like a million. So if you have any cool stamp from any place, especially Europe, you can hit me up, I guess. Here, these are very random sketches. I think these ones were like I was in a bubble tea place, I think, and I really like this one because I just drew some planes I thought were silly, I really like some planes. My favorite plane is this model of the Air Baltic planes, which is like model after the Estonian flag, because I really like Estonia. Like, I just like the country. So I really like this plane, and I would love to see one myself live, but I haven't seen one like in person myself. These are some ideas, sketches for some Joker Out merch. I was very into stamps at that point, so I wanted to make like a stamp of each member of the band. I did end making the stickers, but they are not my favorite piece of merch I made. But the idea was cool, and I think I should retake it at some point and do it better. I didn't do a good job, I think. This, I think I drew it outside. I don't remember the name of these birds. They have a name, I'm sure, but I saw one of them in the city, and I thought it was kind of weird because I never seen one. And I was going through a pretty sad moment of my life, and I just drew it, to be honest. I think it's cool. I don't know, these are like some tests of the stickers I had like on the other page. I don't have much to say about this spread. Most spreads in the early schedule, I don't have much to say, honestly. They are kind of there. Here I drew by hand some, like, I don't know, I had like kind of hyperfixation on stems at this point, so I drew some stems I liked. And yeah, at this moment I saw the Wild Robot, the movie, and I liked it, so I drew it. I don't know. I think this was for a college assignment, like for like a design for like a bracelet or something. And I really like these oranges I made. I think I scanned them and used it for the actual design. I think it was cool. Here I have more of the Gallagher brothers. As I told you, I was very into Oasis at that point. Then here I drew some oranges and some apples. As you can see, I drew them in November, but then I painted them like with, these are acrylic markers that I recently got. I painted them like a year later. Because I just left them there and I wanted to practice with my new acrylic markers, so I used this, so I didn't have to sketch anything new. Here's more Liam Gallagher. I don't really like this one, but at the same time I like it because it really doesn't look like Liam, but I like the rendering on it, so we win, I guess. You win, you lose, I guess. I think these were like some ideas for like stickers. I wanted to make like cats with silly fruit hats, but I didn't do anything with it, so I don't have much to say about this spread. We have more Oasis. I was very into it at that point, and then I kind of left it. Like, I was very hyper fixated for like a couple months, and then I literally abandoned it. And people ask me, are you going to draw more Oasis stuff? And I never do, because I don't care that much anymore. So that's sad. Here, I was planning some random trip. I think this was at school. I never did this trip, by the way. I've been to Tallinn, but not at this moment of time, so I don't know what that was about. And here I drew some mutual from Twitter, like profile pics, very poorly. I think I was testing a new pen. Oh, more Oasis stuff. Who cares? I don't know. I was deep into it at some point. But then these are like pieces of a drawing I made that I really like. I have it hanged in my room, and it's like my favorite Oasis art. I think it got kind of popular in Tumblr, I think. I'm not very sure. Here is most of this stuff were like planning for some gift I made for my little sister. She really likes Danmei. I have no real idea about Danmei, but she really likes it, so I made like very like silly stickers of like some Danmei characters, like in general. And these were like some plans for, I don't know if I made the stickers or if I made keychains with this, or both. And very random stuff. I think at this moment I was very into playing Club Penguin with one of my friends, so I drew this. I really like this penguin because I get very sad normally when the holidays happen. I don't know why. I guess it's like seasonal depression, and I drew this like Christmas tree penguin, but it's kind of sad. He looks kind of sad, and this is like how I feel mostly when when it's the holidays and when it's like winter. And then I drew Joker out as penguins, and they're very silly. I like them. These were supposed to be like gifts for a friend that lives far away. He really likes tigers, and I was going to send them as like a Christmas gift, and I forgot. So that was kind of awkward. I want to give stuff to friends, and then I forget. I'm very forgetful. And here I drew my friend as a club penguin. I don't know. Here are some random doodles. I'm very into like obscure vocal things, like Vocaloid, but not really. And these two are from a program called Muta. It's Chinese, and I think it's discontinued and you can't use it anymore, I'm pretty sure. But I really like the characters, and I really like the voice banks, and I really like this one, the sketch. And I'm sad I didn't finish it because I think it's cute, but whatever. And these are like more like ideas for my sister's gift. I don't think I used these designs. I didn't do anything with them, sadly, because I think they're cute, but yeah, I don't know. And these are very random sketches. These two I did do something with it in digital. I did like digital drawings of it, but yeah, the disposition of these pages are like crazy. Then I put like very random stuff on it because it was pissing me off. So I don't know. I think this was some ideas for a scene, for a Vocaloid scene. I think I ended up doing something completely different, but I really like it, like this idea. It's Luo Tianyi, and I think it's cute, but I didn't do this specific idea. I did use Luo Tianyi for it because it was a Vocaloid scene, but I didn't do this specific idea. And this was some ideas for my friends, like for a logo design or something for my friend's band, but I forgot to show it to them, and the band disbanded. Well, it's not disbanded, but my friend is in it, so I don't care anymore about the band. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't know, I didn't do anything with it. Oh, this is some ideas I had for Project Sekai stickers. This is Ukasa. I did make these stickers, but I don't think I have this specific one anywhere. So I can show it. Let me check, actually. Yeah, I don't think I have this specific one anymore, but yeah, I made like stickers of like the Sanrio collab, and I just did Wonder Show. I want to do the rest of the units, but if I do the rest of the units, I might have to remake the Wonder Show ones because I don't do chibis this way anymore. So yeah, oopsie. So we are already in 2025. Yes. So I'm very into like Eurovision and like the national finals that each country does. So here is some thoughts about Benidorm, which is the Spanish national selection. Writing them down. I was very into it last year. And yeah, this is more like these were the semis, and it was the final. So yeah, I don't know. Here are some random sketches. This was to make a sticker of it's not an OC, but like my design of Estonian Miku. It's Miku, but she's Estonian because I like Estonia. And I think these were some drawings of Estonian singer Maria Kalastu, because I think I saw her in the Estonian Music Awards. Yeah, I'm weird like that. I watched the Estonian Music Awards, and I really like her. So yeah, these are more very random ramblings about this is Supernova. It's the Latvian national selection, but yeah, last year I was very into it, so I had like a lot of like opinions about Supernova last year. Here, this is a mess. Here I was doing more of the Wonder Show stickers, and then I started making Eurovision stickers, and I really like the Eurovision stickers. I made like, I didn't do that many. I was like, oh, I'm going to do everyone as soon as they get officially announced. But this project took me so long. I didn't do that many. I hope that makes sense. And this, I started watching the Lithuanian selections. I didn't like them that much, so I just didn't watch them. But I think at this point, I already knew Catharsis was going to go to Eurovision, so I don't know why I did this. These are more ideas for both the Project Sekai and the Eurovision stickers. More stuff, more ideas. And this is cool because when are we? We are in April, I think. Yeah, and this was when I went to the Madrid pre-party, which was my second pre-party ever, because the other year before that I went to the Barcelona one. But the Madrid pre-party is like the pre-party for me. Like, I think it's the best pre-party you can go. Not biased, but yeah, I went because I went as a volunteer, so I was there all the weekend, and it was so cool because it was very chill and people were very nice, and I took photos with like almost everyone. It was super cool, and I gave I was doing the stickers. I was like showing the sketches off, and I made as many as I could so I could give them to the actual artists. And I have something very cool with here. I made like this very small sheet of paper with like all these designs, and all the designs I made of the people I knew were going to Eurovision, at least Eurovision, to the pre-party, and I had almost everything signed, which is pretty cool. I just slacked Erika Wickman and Melody and Lucio Corsi, mostly because Lucio Corsi withdrew of the pre-party like last second. He didn't go, so that was kind of sad. And it was very funny because I made these sketches when I was in the train from my city to Madrid, and I was thinking all the time, oh my gosh, I want to see Lucio Corsi because he's like my 2025 winner, like my favorite entry of 2025. It was like he was announced, but he didn't go in the end, so I was very heartbroken about it. But past me didn't know about that. But yeah, and this is June already. Like, we did like kind of a time skip, and I drew more Lucio Corsi, and then I was kind of getting very into Zifferblatt at this point. Like, when Eurovision was going, I was very into Zifferblatt already. They are the Ukrainian representatives, but I got especially into them because I met them in the pre-party, and I thought they were very nice people. So yeah, I drew more Tanya from Zifferblatt. Here I was starting to make some logo ideas for like doing watermarks for my art, and also doing like little stamps for my art. I think I have made these ones. This is like the big idea, the final idea, and then I made these small stamps. So it's this small, and it's good for like signing like in paper and stuff, or my orders, my merch orders. But I also have like a digital version of this one. So yeah, this was made with linocut, so I was learning how to do linocut, and I really like it. It's very fun. I haven't done any linocut stuff in a while, but I do like it, and I should do more stuff actually. So yeah. Ooh, this is cool because it's summer already, and summer means I go to places for concerts. So I went to see Lucio Corsi in Genoa. This was my first Lucio Corsi concert, not the last. And I made this 2025, I started this trend, I guess, of making postcards for each concert I went, and giving them to the artists and giving them to the people in the concert. So I made this one, this linocut. I was starting, so it was not best, but yeah, here's like a photo. It's not very good quality, but it's a photo of me and Lucio. He's very nice because all concerts he goes, he tries to like go out and talk with the people, and it's very cool. And I have to censor some stuff because there's pictures of my friends on it. But yeah, and I really like this message I wrote because I was going through a bad time at that moment, and I wrote, I think there's nothing better than trusting others and allowing yourself to be taken away by your friends. Good people, good food, and good music will eventually fix me, I think. Here, I think I came back home and I drew this very silly Tamagotchi. I really want to make stickers or something out of this because they are super silly. Maybe I should do stickers out of them. I think I drew them because Project Sekai was having a collab with Tamagotchi. At this point, or at least they announced it. And this is a goodie cup from Uma Musume. I got very into Uma Musume last year. I still really like it, and I want to do like more merch and stuff. But this is a goodie cup with I think it was a plush keychain that looked very silly, and I had to draw it. And this was another goodie cup, which is one of my favorite Umas. It's not like my most favorite Uma, but I really like her. She's very cool, I think. And I wanted to color it, but I didn't. So I want to make like another goodie cup drawing, like cool one. These are random drawings, honestly. Lucio Corsi stuff. I think this is from a magazine I have of him. This is funny. At this moment in time, I was stuck in the Venice airport. I was on my way to Ljubljana, yes, to Ljubljana, to Slovenia. And I got, because I took a plane to Venice, and then I was going to get a bus to Ljubljana, because there's no like direct flights from my city to Ljubljana. So I had to wait a bit in Venice, but then my bus got cancelled, so I had to wait a lot to go to another bus. So I just asked people in, I think in Twitter or in Instagram, to like tell me stuff to draw while I was stuck in the fucking Venice airport. It was horrible, but yeah, these are very random stuff. I think I drew them in Slovenia already. I was in Slovenia for a week, I think. This is August already. And yeah, this is my Slovenia spread, I guess. I was staying with my friend. We are both from the same city, but she was staying in Slovenia for a while, working and stuff, and so she had a place, and she let me stay with her for a week. Well, not really a week, for a couple of days. So yeah, this is like old stuff I saw, and this is cool. These are more postcards. This is one I made because I went with my friend to a concert of two Slovenian bands, Murphy and Kokosi. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, by the way. I don't know Slovenian. But yeah, these ones, and they were very cool because my friend really likes Slovenian music. She's like an Slovenia poo, I guess. And she was like, we have to go to this concert. She bought the ticket for me, and it was like, I kind of knew a bit of these bands, but not that much. But it was so cool. I really enjoyed it, and I made this one of the band Murphy. That was fun. This is like more stuff from Slovenia because I just get so many souvenirs and stuff, papers and stuff from my trips. So yeah, this is a map of Slovenia. This is Ljubljana. Like here, if you don't know where Slovenia is, here is Italy. It's very close to Italy, so yeah. And yeah, more Slovenian stuff. It's like this is from a can of, I think it's like juice or some beverage of sort. I got it because it's like a collab with Joker Out, so I got that. Here is a map, and this is like something of a music shop, I think. This is in the same trip I went to Ljubljana. I went with my friend to Pula in Croatia because there was a small festival going on there, and the concert we went was of Bučke, which is a Serbian band I really like, and it was my first time and probably only time I'm going to see them because they're popular, but they don't come to like other parts of Europe closer to me, so probably my only time I was going to see them, but it's okay because I really like the concert. It was them, Joker Out. It was my first time since 2023 I saw them live, so it was very cool to see them again. And Baby Lasagna. If you know Eurovision, you know Baby Lasagna, so yeah, this is one of the postcards I made. I made one of Bučke CD and I made one of Joker Out. I didn't have the time to make one of Baby Lasagna, let's see. But yeah, and I met one of the guys of Bučke CD, which was very cool. It was like, I've been wanting to go to a concert of yours for like so many times, and they were like, oh, thank you. And I have this signed actually. This is signed by Bučke CD, which is very cool. I have so many signed stuff. but I have it like on its own folder. And this is like a spread of people, a cool people I saw in my trip in August. So yeah, I do Butchke CD, Chris from Joker Out, Baby Lasagna, Strash from Murphy, and Boris from Cocos. And I just had so much fun in this trip. It's probably one of my favorite trips out there. But I made way more trips this year. Ooh, crunchy. More doodles. I really like this brain rot stuff. I know I was trying to like cover the marker from the other page, so I don't have much to say. More random stuff. This, I think, at what time in the universe are we? I think it's summer in still. Here I had one of my friends draw something for me, Tanya from Cyberlad. Here is her handle if you want to see herself. I really like her art. More Dania from Cyberlad. I really like this spread. This is the second time I think the third time I use wash in this sketchbook. So again, I like the skin. I don't like the hair. Someone can please tell me how to paint hair with wash. And yeah, and more like sketches to put something on it. More random sketches. I don't have much to say about them. I drew Madonna for some reason. I drew Tsukasa Tenma's voice actor for some reason. My sister drew this Jesse Pinkman as an alien because we were watching Breaking Bad. It was my first time seeing Breaking Bad, but my sister has seen it like 3 million times. So yeah, she drew this. And yeah, this is like random Breaking Bad stuff. I feel so bad because I really like Breaking Bad, especially Jesse Pinkman's character, but my first instinct was to draw him as a puppy boy because he gives me dog boy vibes, but I really like him like in a actual cool way. And yeah, I don't know, I had this sticker from a convention way before I saw Breaking Bad, so I think it was fitting to put it there. Oh, this is one of my OCs. I barely do OC stuff in this sketchbook. I'm trying to fit that in my new sketchbook, but yeah, this Numa Musume OC. Her name is Sephir, and she's very cute. And yeah, more OC stuff. Uma Musume OC, and here I saw announcements for Rosalia's new album. I think at this moment the album wasn't out, but I drew it anyway, like something like relevant to it. Here, for some reason, I wanted to start like at least being familiar with Ukrainian alphabet, because I've gotten very into Ukrainian music recently, and I wanted to at least recognize Ukrainian from other Cyrillic alphabets, especially Russian, because I had like the fear kind of that especially in like TikTok and stuff, I never knew if a person was like Ukrainian or Russian or from another country using this alphabet. So I kind of started to at least be familiarized, and I kind of more or less know a bit how to use at least Ukrainian alphabet. I'm not very sure about other similar alphabets, but yeah. Here I watched the Chainsaw Man movie, and I really liked it. I saw a couple episodes of the anime, and I've read a couple chapters of the manga, but I haven't seen it much. But I think it was easy for me to watch the movie without having to see all the anime or having to read all the manga. I think it was very easy to get, and it was probably one of my favorite anime movies I saw that year, because I saw some other movies. I think I saw a Jujutsu Kaisen one, and I saw Kimetsu no Yaiba one, but those mangas, those animes, I have no idea about, so it wasn't that good for me. But this one was very easy to pick, and I think it was very cool, like visual, and I don't know, very cool movie. So yeah, here this was my second trip to go see Lucio Corsi, and my last trip to go see Lucio Corsi. I saw Lucio Corsi twice last year, and I don't know if I'm going to see him again. He had an European tour, as I'm speaking, like very recently in February of this year of 2026, but I wasn't very sure if going or not, and I'm kinda glad I didn't decide to go, because there wasn't any date in my country, first of all, And second, this year I got into the hospital, so I wasn't able to go anyways, so I'm kind of glad I didn't decide to go, and I went to 2 concerts instead last year. So yeah, this one was in Milan, my first time going to Milan. Actually, the only times I've been to Italy ever has been to go see Lucio Corsi, so thank you, Lucio Corsi, for opening me the gates to Italy, I guess. But yeah, and yeah, I did see him again, and this time it was way more chill, even though this concert was way bigger than the Genova one. So yeah, it was super fun. And here I drew, I met him and I made him sign this postcard, and I told him, because he asked me what was my name, and I told him it was big, but he like wrote it down wrong, and I thought it was very cute. Let me see if I have it. Yes, I have it. That's very fun. That's very funny. I love it, and it's one of my most precious stuff I have, because I think it's very cute. So yeah, I don't know, a super cool concert. I think it was like one of the biggest concerts he made to that date. He's going to do way bigger concerts, like in arenas and stuff, this year, but it was a very big concert anyways. Some random test with some pens. They are, what pens are they? I really love them. They are Uniball Signal pens, and I have a couple of them. These ones, they are very good. They are gel pens, but they are super juicy. As you can see, like, all of these is pen, and they go very well with alcohol markers. I don't know if they go well with like yeah, with water and stuff, but at least they hold alcohol very well. So yeah, this is when I went to Poland. This is my canon event, one of my favorite trips, because I love Poland. I'm a country lover, okay? So yeah, I went to Poland. I mostly stayed in Warsaw with one of my friends. So yeah, it was so fun. Yeah, this is like some random stuff I got from Warsaw. I stood there like a long time, like a week. I do like week-long, I tried as much as I can doing like week-long trips, especially because this one was very heavy, because I went to 2 concerts in 2 different cities and to an album release party, so it was full of stuff to do. So yeah, some stuff from Warsaw, some stuff from some museums I went, and this is from the National Museum of Poland. I stole like some stuff from an exhibition, and I really liked this museum because it was obviously full of Polish art. These are some postcards I got, but yeah, it was very cool because I obviously, as a Westerner, even from like the west of Europe, I didn't know that much about Polish art, so it was very cool to see, because I really enjoyed to see what they were up to, and they were doing very cool and very interesting things and stuff I didn't even know about, even if I love art history. So it was very cool, and it was especially cool to go because I was with my Polish friend, so he knew like a lot of facts and like history of these paintings and the artists, so he was like teaching me, so it was very cool. And here is like a snippet I took from, I think it was like from a children's activity book, but yeah, I think it says, I don't know Polish, but I think my friend told me that it was something about drawing like a portrait of the person you were with, so I drew my friend and he drew me. So it was very fun. This is the first concert I went in my Polish trip. I went to go see Gojo. He was the Australian representative of Eurovision last year, and it was not my first time seeing him and taking pictures with him, because I saw him in the Madrid pre-party, but this was my first concert of him standalone. He's very cool, he's very nice, he's like super sweet. It's very fun, and the concert was super cool, so I loved it. And this is stuff from an album release party I went to with my friend. We saw this group called Vegetable PL. They are a Polish group I really enjoy. My friend really loves them, like he's probably like their biggest fan. They're very cool. They do like Polish hyperpop, but it's like very silly. They sing songs about vegetables and very silly things. It's like very lighthearted, but at the same time it's very cool, I think. So if you are into like silly music, electronic music, maybe check them out. So yeah, I was in their Warsaw release party for their debut album, and I met them. They were very cool. They are very nice guys. But yeah, very cool people. I'm very sad I haven't gone to a concert of them. They are having a European tour, but they are not going to my country, so oops. So then from Warsaw I went to Wrocław, and it was very cool. I went by myself, like I stood there by myself. I wasn't with my friend anymore, but it was cool anyways. And it was very cool because the city of Wrocław is very very popular because they have like these very tiny gnomes all around the city, so you go around like looking for them. It's very cool. And I went to Wrocław because I had another concert. I went to see Cyfrolat in Wrocław because they were doing a concert in Warsaw actually, but it was too far away from the Gojo concert for me, and I didn't want to stay that many days in Poland, so I decided to just take a train to Wrocław and go to the Wrocław concert anyways. So yeah, this is the postcard I made. Oh, I forgot, I have this. No, I have this from a friend. I have these ones signed, and I forgot. Yes, I have them. Yes, I have this one from Gojo. I don't know why it looks like that. It looks kind of not the same color, but whatever. Yes, and from Vegetable Peel. Very cool, very nice. Yeah, so obviously I have this one signed too. Sorry for that, I'm very annoying, but yeah, I love this concert, and I took photos with them. At least the singer knows me by name and by face. We met in the Madrid pre-party, and we became Instagram mutuals, and we talk from time to time. And it was like my first time seeing them since the Madrid pre-party, and I was going to go to more of their tour dates, but I didn't. And I hope this year I can go see them again because I love them. They're very nice. But yeah, I think this was my last trip for a while, so stay tuned for more. This was in September. We have more normal stuff this time. I was trying to do like this live of action drawing stuff like practice. I like these hands. I suck ass at drawing hands, so these ones were cool, but yeah, I don't know, there's nothing that interesting. And then this another thread of like cool people I saw in Poland. So I drew Gojo, Vegetable Peel, and Cyfrolat because I love them all. Really nice, very cool. Can you see how fucking warp this is? You see. And then here is when I got my acrylic markers. So I was trying to see if I like them, and I really do. I love these acrylic markers. And we have like very weird, like, because this is like from the rest of the year, and this is like from November. So yeah, oopsie. We are back at national selections. This is my first impressions of Estilaul, which is the Estonian national selection. I was very excited about this one, but it happened recently and it sucked ass because they got like the worst people possible to represent Estonia in Eurovision. But who cares, because Eurovision is like going to super hell anyways. These are some practice. I was trying to get better in like portraits, like very simple portraits. So I drew Chris from the crowd and Daniel from Cyfrolat. But yeah, drew this while watching an essay on a megaverse. If you are interested in that, I know these are fine, yes. Oh, here at this point, a friend of mine gave me like all of the Danganronpa games in Steam. So I started drawing some stuff from Danganronpa 1, and I drew my very old Danganronpa OC, because when I was like 14 or so, I was into Danganronpa. So yeah, and this is like a very random Cyfrolat drawing I made, and I really like it because it's like, it has layers to it. I know, it's cool. it's with acrylic markers. Was trying to get used to them, but yeah, I think it's cool. These are some ideas for a. These are cool. What the heck? How do you? Yeah, these are some ideas for kitchens, for Danganronpa kitchens and stickers, and I started them but never finished them, so I have to go back to them at some point. And oh, this is a postcard I made for a Napa concert in Madrid. I didn't go to it, but a friend went and she gave Napa all the stuff I made, and I think she's in possession to one of these signed by them, and she has to give it to me, and she hasn't, so oopsie. But yeah, it's okay, we don't mind. It exists at least. And here are some ideas for Umamusume kitchens and stickers. I also started them and also haven't finished them, so let's see. Ooh, here. Do we really want to talk about this? Here, so I saw a little movie called Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Take in mind, I saw the first one and it was fine. I didn't care that much about it. And like, I was there like 10 years ago when Five Nights at Freddy's started. It was like, what, 14 or so? But I never did really care about Five Nights at Freddy's so much. But I saw Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and I got obsessed with it. I got obsessed with fucking Minecraft. So yeah. And some of my most popular art right now is of Michael Afton from Five Nights at Freddy's movies 2. So hello, if you recognize me from Tumblr. So yeah, I don't know, these were like my first drawings of Mike and Michael. Me and Michael. So yeah, I don't know. I am in a very cringe moment of my life. Here's more. There's more. Oh my gosh. It's like me writing a whole essay of fucking Michael Afton from Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. I don't have anything to say about this. Hello everyone. My name is Mark Plyer and we are going to play Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I need to stop laughing. Okay. This is very serious. Oh, this is cool. We're back into cool stuff. No more Five Nights at Freddy's. It's fine. It's okay. I went to Paris in November of last year, and that was my last trip before I got hospitalized. This trip killed me, literally. No, it had nothing to do, but this was my last trip. In November, I went with my mom. I usually go to trips alone, but I went with my mom. It was very cool. This was my third time going to Paris. No wonder I got into the hospital after that. I love Paris, okay? But yeah, some stuff from Paris, and we went to the Musée d'Orsay, which is one of our favorite museums ever. And these are two of my favorite paintings from there. This is The Cradle by Vermorisot, and this is In Bed by Henry de Toulouse-Lautrec. And yeah, I love this painting so much. And I saw one of my favorite paintings ever, which is this fuck-ass cat by Pierre Bernard. And they didn't have a postcard of it, so I got it on my own hands and drew my own version of this guy with markers and gouache. So yeah, I just wanted to have him. But yeah, my little guy. And I also went to the Orangerie, which is the one that has the lily pads by Monet. So yeah, very cool stuff. But you may ask, why did you go to Paris a third time? It was very obvious. I had a concert and I saw, oh my gosh, this vulnerable. We have problems here. I'm going to fix it at some point. I want to see Joker out again. This was my second time last year and my fourth time in general, and it's not going to be my last time actually. So yeah. And this one was huge because it was my first time seeing them, but my first time actually interacting with Joker out. And I took pictures with them. It was my first time taking pictures with them. This is huge. I have a picture with Chris from Joker Out, which is one of my favorite guys ever made. Huge fan of this guy. So I have, and yeah, these are like pictures of him and some random stuff I got from from the concert, like some freebies, and this postcard that is like blended to hell. I made this for them, and of course got it signed. They do this post like stamp stuff, but it's cool anyways, and I have to. But yeah, we ended in a blast, and then I died the next year. But yeah, that's it. These are some random like tests, so no one cares. But yeah, that's it. Look at how this ended up. But yeah, that's it. And I didn't know how to finish this sketchbook, so I just wrote thank you, and I made this playlist with like my music for like music I recommend, or like music of like people I talked about in this sketchbook, because it's very like most of my stuff is like music fan art in this sketchbook. So if you're interested in any of the artists or the music or anything I talk about in this sketchbook, you can check this code, and you have some of their music there on my 2025 playlist, so check it out if you want. So yeah, that was all. I think this was very long, but like this is a big boy. This is a big boy. But yeah, I hope you liked, and I will see you in this one hopefully. So yeah, okay, that was all. Bye.